Hey guys, good morning and welcome to day 43. I think it should be light enough for you to see. I am out of Oracle now and back on the trail, and I am going through the area all the other hikers went through, so I know several of them are ahead of me, and so I feel okay about coming through here. And one of them tried to call the ranger station to see if Arizona Trail hikers had access through here and could never get a hold of anybody. So we're all just kind of assuming that since we're doing the whole trail that we are going to be granted access through this area. And so yeah, I'm not going to miss it. So I'm going straight from Oracle now to Tucson, about 85-ish miles, and should be there in about 4.3 days. I don't know. Anyway, 4 days and some change. And so yeah, I'm loaded up, full pack, 5 days of food, 4 liters of water. It's pretty heavy. And I got Marnie, that owns the chalet, gave me a ride back to the trailhead this morning. Didn't charge me, offered to pay her. So just a great person, and hopefully if I ever come through again, or her place will be open and I can stay there. But anyway, day 43, I'm pretty sure it's day 43, and we're gonna get things going. Should be getting to Summerhaven today up on Mount Lemmon, so I know there'll be water there, and there's a couple sources on the way. So here we go. I'm back on trail again. All right, let's do it. Well, this is some really rugged trail getting out of Oracle, man. I don't know if it's because of all the burn through here, but wow, it's really steep and rocky. I haven't been on this in the last section was fairly easy compared to the two before that, and this one is kind of reminding me of the others where it's just really steep and really rocky. I feel like I'm making slow progress, but I only have about 9 miles to get to the road, and then I'll walk into Summerhaven, and they have a store there with, you know, everything, snacks, fudge, cold drinks. So anyway, whew, I'm carrying this heavy pack, and I'm just lucky that it's my first day out. I feel really strong and fresh, but boy, these uphills are starting to kick my butt. But it's got to be done, so here we go. Check that out. Well, I just ran into one of the hikers I had dinner with the other night, a girl named Wildlife, and we talked for a second, and I mean, she just blew right on by me and left me in the dust. So, man, I'm jealous of these young people out here. They just make it look easy. Anyway, it's cool to see her again. I'll probably see her in Summerhaven, and that means The guy she's with, I believe it was Crosscut was his name. He's probably still behind me then, so I'm sure he'll catch me soon. But they talked to the other guy, Trip, and I guess he got there yesterday and everything was cool, and he headed out and stayed on trail, so everything's looking good. Not as windy back on this side of the ridge, so maybe you can hear me a little bit back here. I'm trying to cover up the microphone when I'm up there on those super open saddles, and the wind is just raging through there. I mean, it's hard to even hold the phone still to take a picture. It's so powerful. But yeah, so far day 42 is turning into a butt kicker. I mean, it's just been up and down, mostly up. So doing a little bit of downhill in between, and there is some flat. I think that I might be past the hardest part of the uphill, but it was pretty intense coming out of the, your rest day and having a full food, full water pack, as heavy as it can get. And yeah, so much harder coming out of here than out of Superior. That was kind of really nice coming out of there, but it is just insanely gorgeous back here. Even though there has been a lot of fire damage and trees blocking the trail and some things like that, but not too bad. Well, after about 14 miles of pretty hard hiking, I made it to the road, and I'm walking into Summerhaven, and I should be able to get, well, they have pizza here and fudge and all kinds of stuff, so I'm not super hungry, so I don't know that I'll eat anything, but I'm definitely going to get some drinks here and just take a break. I haven't stopped all day, so yeah, should be about 14 miles in already for the day, which is really good. So let's go down here and check it out. Welcome to Summerhaven. Hey, I'm not too far out of Summerhaven, and I just crossed this little creek, and look at all this water. It makes a person feel good. Of course, I have 3 bottles of Gatorade and 1 water, so I don't need it. So I'm gonna keep on going. It's nice to see it though. The trail has really changed a lot since leaving Summerhaven. Definitely back in the woods, but wow, a lot of boulder fields. Really cool. Except if you're looking for a place to camp. So I'm hoping when I get down to the bottom I can find something and sort of get out of sight and out of the wind. So still looking. This is one of the best spots that I have had in quite a while, actually. It's really nice. I'm up on pine needles where I set up. I could have put it here, but I pushed back a little bit. There's a fire ring over here, but of course I'm not going to use it. I got everything in there already. And it was cool going through Summerhaven because I filled all my water bottles up with Gatorade, so I only have 1 water and 3 Gatorades, which has been awesome. 17 miles on the dot today. And another thing I didn't mention today was pretty early. I passed the 600-mile mark today. And I took a sign, I took a picture by a sign where it says Mexico 199 and Utah 602. It was probably somewhere in there, but by the time I looked, I was in Summerhaven and I was at 605. So anyway, another big milestone, crossing the 600. So man, it's really winding down, but just wanted to show you this beautiful campsite I have for tonight. I'm very happy to be back in the forest, even if it's for a little bit. It's been great. Saw a lot of water coming up here. Didn't need it, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump in there. It's actually a little chilly. I'm at a higher elevation, so that's a wrap on day 42, guys. And again, I appreciate you coming on this hike with me, and we're getting close, man. Day 42. So I'm going to get up early, and I'm going to try to do as many miles as I can tomorrow. Since I did 17 today, I'm hoping I can do at least 20 tomorrow. And yeah, I'm about 68 miles from Tucson, so no hurry really. And with that, I'm going to say good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Hey everybody, good morning. And welcome to day 43, Arizona Trail. And I've been hiking for probably not quite an hour, and I haven't made it very far, and you can probably look around and see why. I'm in a section called Wilderness of Rocks. Probably not the best section to try to do night hiking in. It was very difficult to keep an eye on the trail, but I managed pretty good. And I think today I'll be able to get out of this burn section. I only have 17 miles left. As it turned out, there's only 34 miles of Arizona trail. It says 50, but I think they're including all the little loop trails and connector trails. So yeah, I made it halfway through yesterday, and I'm going to get out of it today. This is an insanely beautiful area. Hopefully we can make a 20 today, and we're about 68 from jumping off in Tucson, so 3 days and some change we'll be there. And this is really cool through here. Really hard to stay on the trail, but had to do a lot of backtracking to figure out where I am. Aha! Little cairns. That really does help through here. But it is gorgeous, and I'm loving all this cloud cover. I've been lucky with that. That rock up there, just like it's barely balanced. Yeah, this is a really cool area through here.
To the city when I was just 18. I was looking for the picture without a couple crazy dreams. When I finally got there, much to my surprise, mile after mile of plastic smiles, I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm headed back to the country where the living's always good. Headed back to the country like I always knew I would. Never leave.
Well, this has just been the coolest area to hike through this morning. Can't believe how some of those rocks are just balanced up there. It's incredible through here. It's a little hard to follow the trail, but worth it.
I spent 22 long years in a DFW trails. I've been waiting for my break, and now that it's finally here, I've had more than my fair share of your $30,000 millionaires. 'Cause I'm headed back to the country where the living's always right. I'm headed back to the country, and I'm headed there tonight. I'll never leave this town again. Don't care what's up around the bend. Headed back to my hometown this time for good. Back to my hometown this time for good.
That's the trail right there, if you can believe it, and that is probably one of the hardest descents that I've ever done. But man, it's just such a cool area, it almost doesn't matter. But you almost can't even tell if you're on trail or not sometimes. You're just going, I hope it's this way. And then you sort of opens back up and you can tell. But man, super technical hiking through here. It's really slowing me down, but also it's just so beautiful. I can't stop filming and taking pictures of everything. So I'm not sure how far I'll make it today. I was hoping to do a 20, but now I'm hoping I can just do 17 or 18. But it's all downhill all the way to the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up so I can try to speed up a little bit and not fall down. I finally made it to the bottom of this canyon, and it's really nice down here. The hiking the last little while has been much easier, so I'm finally making a little bit better time. I don't know what's up ahead, but anyway, this is really nice down here. Smooth and really beautiful. Check this out. I mean, it is just unbelievable, the scenery that you get to hike around on this trail. I mean, I am just feeling so lucky that I've been able to do this. And you know, as I'm getting closer to Tucson, it's just kind of starting to feel a little bit like it's winding down. So I'm already kind of feeling that a little bit, but really beautiful day. Day 43 has turned into a very hard but very worth it scenery-wise day. No regrets. Man, cool colors. This is probably the one of the hardest yet most beautiful days of hiking. You know, I've still been doing a lot of filming and taking a lot of pictures. They're just so much, well, beauty in this section. You can see. Make sure I didn't lose anything. Okay. Yeah, this getting close to being out of the closed part, and of course, since it is closed, there obviously is zero maintenance, but that's what we all kind of signed up for, so not complaining about it. But there have been a lot of down trees and all kinds of stuff to get around, but no biggie. Still pushing on. I think I'm getting to be about a mile from that Hutch's Pool, it's called. And yeah, I'm gonna need it. I've drank a lot today, and I'm gonna drink some more getting over there. Drink a lot when I get there and take a lot when I leave, so I'll see you over there shortly. Well, this was the biggest pool of water I could find down here at this Hutch's Pool, so sadly I couldn't get to the biggest one. All around it, it was too steep, too muddy to get across there, so I just did it right here, almost in between these two rocks, and I drank about 2 liters out of there already. Tasted great. I got 3 on me that I filled up. I still have a Gatorade, and I have 1 filtered, so I've got 5 liters on me. And the only water I'm super sure about is about 25 miles from here. That's why I have 5, so hoping I can make good miles, find some in between. There's some potential in between, I just have to find it, so hopefully I can, and I won't need all this, but just in case, yeah, I'm walking away with 5 liters. Alright guys, the Gordon Hirabayashi recreation site. That is the campground that I'm heading for, and had I road walked the 45 miles around or hitched, that is the campground where I would have started. So if I can get there in 2 days, I'll kind of be right where I thought I was going to be. So only I didn't miss anything. I didn't have to walk on the road, so yay for that. This has been amazing back here. I am super glad that I didn't miss this. It's been one of the most beautiful days I've had in a while, so really enjoyed it. I'm out of the closed section officially, and yeah, happy about that. So no more worries, and I'm gonna be about, say, 50 miles from Tucson, Gabe Zimmerman trailhead. That's where I'm getting off at mile 676.1. You can see where we're going here. Down, 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 down. I'm hoping when I get down there, way down there, I can find a nice flat spot out of the wind. It'll probably be getting pretty dark by then, but it's okay. I'm sure I can set up pretty fast in the dark. And anyway, yeah, I do not want to be up here on a saddle. It's already a little bit windy, and I'm not going to take a chance of waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning with the tent collapsing in on me again. So I'm just going to get down here and find something, and yeah, I don't care if it gets dark. I'm just super thrilled that I made it through that section, and wow, what a A section, I can't believe that. I feel sorry for people that are skipping that, because probably one of the most beautiful sections of trail that I've seen. So just really glad I got to go through there and everything turned out okay. So no worries, made it through, everything's cool, and we're good to go all the way down to Montezuma Pass, which is the last 1.9 miles is closed, but now we have a reroute around that. It's a road walk, but who cares? We're gonna be able to touch Mexico. So it'll be an official Utah to Mexico. And even though I had to walk around, all the footsteps from Utah to Mexico will be connected now. So full walk across Arizona at the very least. Hey guys, it's probably too dark to see this, but there's kind of a flattish spot right here in front of me. It's definitely not the best thing I've seen, but it's gonna have to do. I'm gonna make this work because it's getting so dark. So all right, this is good night. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to day 44. Let's take a look around. Got a little bit of super light rain last night. I mean, the ground isn't even wet. I had maybe 3 drops on the tent. So pretty dry. There is rain in the forecast. You can see the clouds are pretty gray, but I think even if it rains, it'll be for light rain for 10 minutes. It just doesn't, I haven't been in any what we would call downpours out here. So like I said, the ground isn't even wet, and I'm pretty much ready to go. I was set up right here, and it wasn't too bad actually. I slept really well. Woke up around 5 when I heard the rain, so I didn't really fall back asleep. So today I am going to try to get to the boundary of Saguaro National Park, because you can't camp in there without a permit. So I'm going to need to walk all the way through it tomorrow. And I'm about 18.8 miles from there. So my goal is to get over there and camp on the boundary and then get through there tomorrow. So hopefully I can do it. Just under 19 miles. But actually a really beautiful morning. The sky was super red earlier. I got some good photos of that. But anyway, enough talking. I'm going to get my trekking poles adjusted back out, eat that apple pie. I packed up a little different in case it rains. I've got a lot of stuff in the back that I don't want getting wet. I've just put in my food bag and stuffed it down in there. And so I've got my tent and stuff on top, which I normally don't do, but it's all kind of backwards in there. But just in case I do get caught in the rain, everything will be protected. And we're going to get out of here. Welcome to day 44. AZT. All right, let's do it. Still standing here at my campsite, but look how much the sky has changed just in a few minutes. That is awesome. Man, you get some great colors in the desert, I tell you. I'm sure in about 5 minutes that's going to look totally different, but man, is that gorgeous or what? All right, I got to get out of here, man. I can't stop filming this. I better take one last look around, but man, what a beautiful morning. Day 44 already. Coming out of the gate strong. Let's do a pan around. Check this out. I came right over the hill and there's a huge campground here, so I was right near this, can't remember the name of this one, but it's a pretty big campground down here and it looks pretty full. I can see tents everywhere, so I'm glad I stopped when I did, otherwise I would have had to have gotten way past this. So anyway, there's some people up here, so I'm gonna go. Well, I'm probably a good 4 or 5 miles from camp at least. I've been hiking really fast this morning. I've actually passed other hikers, which is not normal for me, but I think I'm about 3 miles from my first potential water, so it's kind of a warm day. Not a lot of cloud cover right now, but it comes and goes, so mostly I've been in the shade, and it's really beautiful out there, as you can see. And I'm on this kind of little easy road walk right now, so I'm trying to really go around 3 miles an hour at least in these places. So I have about 18.8 today, and I want to get it knocked out. I don't want to be hiking till 6 or 6:30 again, so yeah, I may do less filming today, but that's okay. You can kind of see it is gorgeous back here. Easy tread today compared to yesterday, so I'm going to take advantage of it and get over to that water source. Dark skies. I don't think I've seen them like this even when it's been overcast. This is yeah, by far the darkest, grayest skies that I've seen whole trip. Probably some of the nastier water that I've had to get, but you know, this is what's here, and I think there's some about 5 miles ahead, so I did what I always do. I just took enough with me. I haven't filtered it, so if I find better stuff, out it goes. It took 44 days, but it finally happened. I got really rained on, got pretty soaked. Pants are wet, shoes are wet. I stopped under a tree and threw my raincoat on and put it up over my hat and stuff, but it rained pretty hard for, it wasn't too long, maybe like a couple minutes, but it was really strong. The first time you could ever really feel it. Every other time it's just been little bitty droplets here and there, and then they never really even show up. But so 44 days and it finally happened. I thought I was gonna make it the whole way, but anyway, I was up here looking for water, and that's the water over there, and it's some green algae funk, and so there's some water 3.8 miles ahead that looks a lot better. It's inside the park, so I won't be able to get to it tomorrow, but it's not far in there, so I'm gonna hold the camera down so it doesn't get rained on. But yeah, so I'm just gonna take what I have and get through the night and get over there tomorrow, and just hope I can get somewhere and get set up before it rains again. So I'm gonna get out of here. Hey guys, I had to set up kind of a quick emergency shelter here. The rain kept getting worse and worse, and I'm absolutely soaked to the bone. So I kind of have even though it doesn't sound like it, I'm in a pretty good windbreak, and I don't have the tent set up the best it's ever been set up, but I'm just hoping that I can weather this out here. I'm about 1.5 miles short of where I wanted to go at the entrance to Saguaro, but that's okay. I can add that on tomorrow as long as the rain, passes. And it was supposed to be today and sunny tomorrow and then rain again on Monday. So hopefully I can get out of here tomorrow and get stuff dried out. I'm wearing all my sleep clothes, and I've waited to get my sleeping bag out. I got everything in here. So yeah, I got all this pile of wet clothes over here, which is probably not gonna dry, but that's okay. I'm just gonna get in my sleeping bag here and try to go to bed early and eat a lot and just pray that this tent holds. I mean, I got it staked really pretty good, and I've got rocks on each corner, so I think I'm gonna be okay. So anyway, kind of an abrupt end to day 44. So yeah, had to set it up in the rain and then get out and redo it a couple times because it's weird. And anyway, it's not the best, but it's gonna have to do. So that's the end of day 44. Sorry to just rush off like that, but yeah, the rain, I thought it would just pass real quick, but it just would not let up. And so I finally searched and found this spot, which is actually a campsite, and there's several around here, and I thought this one kind of had the most wind protection. So anyway, the end of day 44, and hopefully we won't do this again tomorrow, but day 45 will be in Saguaro and all the way through the park, so looking forward to it. So if I can in the morning, I'll try to get a shot of the campsite. It's not that great, it's right off trail, but it has been used before. And anyway, with that, I'm gonna say goodnight and get on out of here, and hold tight. We'll see you in the morning. Morning guys, and welcome to day 45. It's probably already about 8 o'clock, and I'm not even 1/2 mile from camp. It was really hard to tear down. Everything's still soaked. I'm wearing my sleep clothes with some shorts. Got my jacket on. I'm about to take it off, and I'm sitting here. I got everything torn up because I couldn't find the lens cap for this camera. I had it put up overnight in the underwater case, hoping that it wouldn't get messed up. So I hope it's okay, and found the lens cap. So anyway, this is going to be one long day of hiking. I got to get all the way through Saguaro, and that's 17.7 miles, and I'm still over 1 mile away. So looks like I'll be hiking until dark, and at some point I got to stop and get everything out and dry it out. So it's going to be a long day. I'm going to go ahead and get going. Day 45. Whew! Well, so far this has been all uphill, as you can tell by my lack of ability to breathe. Some of it's not too bad, like right through there, but some of it is pretty vertical. So I'm just trying to hurry up and get up to the boundary. I'll feel better once I get there, and then I'll be like a couple miles from a water source. And when I get over there, I'm hoping that it's sunny enough for me to get some stuff out and dry it out and get my regular clothes back on and feel normal. Get my dirty stuff back on. When I started earlier, I was looking up at those rocks. And I know we're up over 8,000 feet. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, good climb. So we are inside Saguaro National Monument Park and Italian Spring, 2 miles. That's where I'm going. Heard there's good water there. Several reports say good pools there, so I'm gonna get there and hopefully pour out some of the, here we go, Saguaro National Park. All right, man, I'm gonna sign the register and get down to that spring. Well, this is a never-ending climb we got going on here. I gotta be getting close to the top. You can see those peaks way out there. That is awesome. So I've been climbing all morning. I'm about at 7,500 feet. And it looks like I'm going to a little over 8,000, so got a ways to go. This is again one of the harder sections of trail. You think of Saguaro National Park, you're thinking you're going to be down on the flat desert floor looking at cactus, and you know, I'm sure at some point I will be. Once I come over the summit, it's all downhill, so gonna drop way back down, and hopefully it'll be easier than this side. Sometimes the downhill is crazy. Well, hey guys, this is Italian Spring, and I've been here for about 20 minutes or so, and this is the best water that I have seen. There's a few little floaties in there. I got a couple in my bottle and just poured them back in there until I got some without them in there. But man, I cannot believe I'm gonna stand over here in the sun because I am really cold and I'm not used to this. This is the first time I've actually been really chilly on this whole trip, except for maybe in the morning. Whew, man. What happened to the heat? I got spoiled by this no cold, no rain thing. But anyway, Italian Spring, there's something called Chimney Creek in about 2.5 miles, so I probably don't even need all this water, but I'm going to take it in case this is the best. And it looks really great. I think this is the best I've seen in this stretch. I don't know if you guys can see that, but these pine needles are frozen and the wind is blowing the ice off of it. Let's see if I can get a shot of it. Yeah, I'm breathing out steam here. If it gets any colder, I'm gonna have to get my coat back out and put some gloves on, because man, it's really chilly. Chilliest day for sure, but I know it's because I'm at almost 8,600 feet, and once I hit this, it's right up here, I will start the long climb down, and it should get warmer for sure as I start to descend, because it was not this cold. I didn't really feel too cold till I stuck my hand in that spring, and I mean, wow. That water was ice cold, but it tasted really good. It's just that I had to stick my hand in there about 4 or 5 times because I filled up every bottle. I poured out all that gross water that I had and got that good clear spring water. I hope this ice is picking up. Never seen anything like this. Okay, so this is the Arizona Trail, so I'm going down. So that should be the high point right back there. Just about 8,600 feet. And now I got the long climb down. It looks like I'm gonna walk out into the sun down there. It's gonna be great. So I'm gonna get this going. Boy, this has just been the most I've felt out of sorts all day. Just everything's just feels jumbled and messed up, and everything's wet, and I'm hoping I can still stop somewhere and dry some of that stuff out, but I just haven't had a chance. It's been so cold. There's no way it's dried out, and I can't put it on in this temperature wet. I mean, my shoes dried out. They were wet all night, but as soon as I started walking, they dried out very quickly. But anyway, hopefully as I descend, the temperature will go up and I can take a few minutes and put this stuff on and let it dry out. So anyway, looking forward to the next landscape. Nope. Well, it could be frozen. Hey in there. Let's see if you can win. Nope. Okay. Well, this may be frozen. I think another person said they got here and it was frozen, so could be that. Could be turned off. Either way, that's manning camp, and I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the trail and get out of here. I don't know how much farther I have to descend, but I think it goes down under 4,000, down somewhere in the threes, so it's been a little bit of everything. Pretty rugged, really smooth at times. Sometimes you're on a dried up creek bed feel. So even though it looks like this right now, and you know, the next 50 to 100 yards, it could all of a sudden be really great and sandy, or it could get worse. But yeah, I'm just trying to make my way down as fast as I can, but without, you know, busting it. So kind of slowing me down. It's gonna be you can just tell this is gonna be a long day. Hey guys, it's probably around 5, I don't even know, maybe 5:30, but it's gonna be getting dark here within the next 30 minutes to an hour. I'm still a ways from the boundary, so I don't know how much more filming I'll be able to do, but anyway, just wanted to do at least one last check-in and say thanks for coming with me on day 45. What a crazy day. And you can see I've stopped a while back and I put my clothes out on a rock and got my tent out for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I just put the clothes on. They were still a little damp, but the pants were pretty much dried out before I even walked away from where I was, so it worked out great. It kept me cool for a little bit with them being damp, and it kind of cleaned all the ash off my clothes, all the rain did, so they look a little cleaner. So it's kind of a good thing in the end. And I got some water back on some rock slabs. I just did the best I could, and there were some small pools. So I've got 5 liters, and I'm probably, yeah, maybe 5 miles even from getting out of here, so I'm definitely gonna have to do some night hiking. Whew! Made it. It's probably, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock. So now all I gotta do is find a place to camp. So I'm gonna start looking around here, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 46. We'll be over at the Gabe Zimmerman trailhead. So I'm gonna start looking around. Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 46. And it's about a little after 7 o'clock in the morning. I just kind of been sleeping on and off. I got here, when I looked, it was about 7:20 when I got here last night. So not too bad. I got set up in a really good spot, and I got the tent set up really well. And as you can hear, it's kind of raining. It's supposed to rain for a couple hours this morning, so since I'm in here and everything's dry, I'm gonna just wait it out. It is now about 10:30, and I've been sitting here. I'm so bored. I've been messing around on my phone. Luckily I have a signal, but as you can hear, still raining. It's not bad. I mean, it comes and goes, and it wouldn't bother me. I would just get out there and hike in it if I had any rain gear. All I have is my raincoat, and it's kind of chilly, so I don't really want to hike in 50-degree weather and get wet, because you know you're going to eventually get cold. So I keep watching the forecast here, and luckily I only have about 11 miles to do, so I could do that in, you know, about 4 or 5 hours if I really haul. And this is all pretty flat, it looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna start getting everything together in here. I'm still sitting in my sleeping bag. I'm gonna start at least getting everything together. So it's supposed to let up around 11 or 12, so we'll see. Probably 11:30 or noon. Here's where I was set up. I gotta get out of here. They keep changing the forecast and pushing the rain back more and more and more, so I just can't keep sitting here. I'm aiming the camera down. I don't want it to get wet, but just want to show you how close I am to the boundary. It's just right here. And so yeah, I walked through it and set up camp right there. And anyway, I just got to get going because, like I said, they keep changing it on me, and I am 13.9 miles from the trailhead, so just say 14. I want to get at least 12 of those done, so hopefully it's a pretty even terrain, it looks like, so I'm going to try to make good time. So another strange day, day 46, starting off. Yeah, I just tore down in record time. Couldn't get one of my stakes out of the ground. I tried everything, and as a last resort, can't believe it worked. I hammered it into the ground and then pulled back on it, and I was able to pull it out. So man, almost had to leave it. But anyway, I'm out of there, and my first stop is about 6.5 miles at a picnic area where there's a water spigot, and so I'm just gonna walk there as fast as I can. Well, so far it's been going pretty great. The trail is really dry. I'm glad I finally decided to just get out and check and see how bad it was. I realized it was really barely raining. And so it's really even stopped since then. And yeah, but it's really, so far, really nice terrain. So I'm going to be able to make good time if it stays like this. And hopefully we'll stay dry. I'm about 2.5 miles from my first water stop, and I'm hoping to get over there in an hour. The tread has been almost like this the whole way, so I've been able to make really good time. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking fast and hope the blue skies roll in. And I think when I get up here, I'll take this rain jacket off because I really haven't needed it, and it's getting a little warm. It seems like even days that start out bad while you're hiking always turn out to be good days. Well, I made it down here to the picnic area, and it is everything they said. It's really awesome. I'm gonna sit here and have lunch real quick. I'm just gonna eat a cookie. I'm gonna pour out some of my nasty water. There's a faucet right over there by that trash can. And I just ditched my trash. I'm hanging my tent up for a few minutes just to get it bone dry. I know it'll take about 10 minutes and that thing will be completely, absolutely dry. It was just a little wet going in, but that's the only thing. And I'm just gonna enjoy this for about 20 to 30 minutes. This was one of the best stops. I got a lot of great water, ate lunch, dried out the tent, took off my rain jacket, and I'm gonna hike for about another, I'm gonna say 5-6 miles and set up camp again, and tomorrow go into Tucson. So I'm gonna get out of here. This guy. Later. It's a really awesome section of trail. This whole stretch has been really great. I mean, even though it's been much harder than I anticipated, it has been insanely beautiful, and I'm happy I didn't miss any of it. I see some kind of a big road up ahead. Must be getting close. But I'm trying to get to a place called Gas Line Road. And as soon as I cross that, I'm gonna start looking for a place to camp because I'll just be a couple miles away. And you can see it's already, sun's already getting low in the sky. Hope you can see those peaks way out there. It's really cool. So for once, over the last several days, I'm hoping that I can set up camp while I can see, and it's not raining, so that would be great. Man, look at that out there. Wow. Man, day 46 coming through. So happy to be coming into Tucson. It's been a really good stretch, and I'm gonna go find a campsite and I'll see you down there. Magnificent sunset here. Just crossed the road and I'm looking around for camp, so hopefully I'll find something around here pretty soon. See you over there. Look at that. Very nice. Well, so far no luck with the campsite. I'm still looking, so man, I hope I find something within the next 20-30 minutes, but so far I just haven't seen anything. But I'm gonna keep walking fast. See you somewhere on the trail. Without knowing it, I set up right by the railroad tracks. This is kind of a terrible spot. You can see I'm in tall grass, and it's a really poor setup. I mean, good thing it didn't rain. It probably would have flooded through here, but anyway, I just thought it was funny. I was all set up and sitting in here, and all of a sudden the train goes by. I'm like, okay. And it's pretty loud. So it's about 9 o'clock. I haven't even looked outside yet. I don't even know where I am. I just set up in the dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish tearing down. I've been taking my time because I can't check in, you know the story. Southbound train to Tucson. I'm gonna get a shot of this campground, campsite, whatever, when I get out, because I'm interested to see what it looks like. So I'll see you out there in a minute. Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 47. Like I said, this is going to be a really short day, but I just wanted to show you. This is campsite found in the dark. So yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, yeah, I thought those were rocks last night. It's just dirt. And I know I went under an old train trestle down there, but it looked like it wasn't being used, and apparently it is. I think the trail is right over there somewhere. Now I see that little dirt spot over there. I almost set up over there, and I'm thinking that's probably what I should have done, because I'm kind of down in this grass and it just made everything really wet. I haven't had this much condensation on the tent this whole trip. This is definitely the first time I had to wipe it off inside. I had to use my raincoat on the end of my sleeping bag. It got wet with my feet touching the end, which is something that I just don't like about this tent. But anyway, I've got everything in the backpack. I just wanted to get a shot of the campsite, and it's pretty bad. Pretty bad one. Could have set up out there, it would have been better. But anyway, I've already seen some people walk by and up that way, so I'm thinking the trail just goes that way. That's another reason I stopped, was it got like that and I couldn't really tell where it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this torn down, get it in the backpack, walk real slow over to Gabe Zimmerman, and try to get a ride out of here. This might be the trailhead up here, I'm not sure. I sure have walked really slow to be here already, but I see a little building and some signs. So this could be it for day 47. It just started and it's already over. Alright, let's get up there and take a look. Well, hey guys, I made it into the Travel Inn in Tucson, and I'm just kind of right on the edge of Vail, and you'll not believe my luck. I got to the Gabe Zimmerman trailhead and decided to just take a break there at the picnic table. And I met a guy, we started talking, we had a lot in common. We talked about music. Pretty soon an hour or so had gone by. And he offered to bring me up here, give me a ride. So we went down to A&W and I bought him lunch and put a little gas in his car. And yeah, it was really cool, man. And he gave me this necklace here. And so yeah, I've just been hanging out in the room. I'm doing laundry right now, and just kind of wanted to show you here. Let me grab this. I'm going to show you what all is left in my food bag. Nothing. Trash. I've got some Jolly Ranchers and a couple flavor packs, my spoon, extra Sawyer bag, my little tennis ball for my feet, and that's it. So I came into Tucson with no food. It was absolutely perfect. I ate my dinner last night. This morning I had one complete cookie left. I ate that for breakfast. and then managed to luck out and catch a ride in. I'm just gonna do my laundry and chill out here. I'm gonna order some pizza tonight, and then tomorrow there's a Dollar General about 2 blocks from here. I'm gonna go resupply. There's a gas station right next to that with the A&W in there, so between those two I'll be able to get a good resupply. And I only need enough to get to Patagonia, which is 61.4 miles from here. So anyway, this is day 47, and not a very eventful day, but I just wanted to do one last check-in and show you how dialed in I am on my food now. I really got it down. So anyway, I'm just gonna relax the rest of the day, and I'll see you guys back on trail.